Advantage.
Advantage again, contact in the air from London Irish on the Stormers man. So another penalty coming. Franz Malherbe taken almost around the collar there, but drives on through Kitsoff now, through the middle, Kitsoff in support, but over. He goes, no one needed but himself to go over. What a try from the Stormers to start it. The advantage was there.
Fantastic try. Great play by Kitsoff there. Just a little bit of a tip play. Engelbrecht hitting the ball, hitting the line at pace and getting through the hole. And then he gets his hands free, and he just drive his legs and get over for a nice 5-pointer.
Dweba then, and unchallenged, Marvin Ori takes it down. And another advantage. Penalty coming the way of the Stormers. And see what they can make of this. Kitsoff again gives it on to Diamani, and he in turn finds support. Now they're making this advantage pay. Stormers, great work carrying it on. Leland Zas and De Vet is there, and now through the middle goes Murat. Murat finds Diamani. Oh, and Murat takes the return. What a try for the Stormers. Second try for the home side, and it was a beauty.
What an unbelievable try. Everything that you want there. A fantastic offload. Might want to check a forward pass right from Diamani back in his own 22. But again, the Stormers on a penalty advantage. They can have a crack. They can try what they want to do. Yeah, I think it's good. I think Diamani just shuffles it out of his left hand. But what a carry by Zas. Strong.
And then Murat with a 1-2 at the end. That pass is fine, isn't it, Jordan?
Yeah, I think those ones are fine. I think it's the one on the 22 where he just rolls it out of his left hand to Zas. I think it's all good. This is the one here. Kitsoff tips it. Yeah, you can see it just comes out of his left hand, and I think it's good.
It's a clear forward pass. You right, Thomas. The ball travel forward when you leave the hands. Okay. No try, forward pass.
Okay, they're not going to award the try, forward pass. Oh, what a lovely try. It never was. Stormers with that penalty advantage. Here is Diamani again. And Libuk, deep pass to Blomaches. And that pass only goes to Paddy Jackson. Kick just fumbled, and then the slip by Willemse. And again, he was trying to give a spectacular pass there. Eventually goes to Stormer's hands. The big hands of Salman Murat.
Stop 9.
Libuk, he's got a classy look about him, the fly half. Oh, and the ball bounces nicely. Opportunity. Diamani, watch him go. Hachiva Diamani touches down. That's a bit of a gift for Stormers at the start of the second half, but who better to score their second try than Hachiva Diamani? What a wonderful talent he is. And once it went into his hands, even though he's a number 8, there are few in the game who could catch him.
He wasn't going to be stopped there. I think this is criminal here from the young 9, dropping that ball in open field, and there's no way stopping him there. You have to make that catch because London Irish had done well. You know, a couple of intercepts, managed to put the Stormers under a little bit of pressure, and then just a clean drop, and it's all over.
Oh, you could see the curses being muttered by Joe Powell as he let that one slip, and then it just sat up, and he was heading his way to the corner. Oh, charge down. Here's the chance then for Janse van Rensburg. Can't quite get to it, and it taunts the London Irish attackers, the ball, as it bounces around. And Stormers have it again. Oh, it's lovely hands there from Marvin Ori. And Dweba takes it almost with his face, but has it now. And here they come again, and here is Diamani once more out into the open, feeds the offload. Stormers racing forward, men out wide. Has to score, cuts back in field, now scores. Well, they made heavier weather of it than they should have, but they have their third try. One end of the pitch to the other. Stormers turning it on, and Leland Zas, who's been bright so far, gets the try. He was determined to score that himself.
Great play, quick ruck ball, offloading. They've clearly talked about some offloads at half-time because the ball's been moved. shipped around really well, and here is that he's done everything he can to mess that up. And if they hadn't scored that, it would have been a coach killer. The coach probably would have had a few words with him afterwards, because he had about 3 or 4 options, but he showed some good resolve to get over the try line.
And advantage as well to London Irish, but look at this maul moving towards that line, held at the back by Willemse. Try for London Irish.
London Irish had a penalty advantage for contact in the air. The line-out maul was set up very early. They looked in a strong position, and it was always going to be a try.
Yeah, it was pretty perfectly executed by London Irish. Oh, and it falls for White, and White now for the line himself. He'll get there. Well, there was fortune in there, but he has made a difference since he's come on. And the Scottish international gets over, and there's still time for London Irish.
We need to have a review on the grounding.
Yeah,
they're going to check a tackle.
Possible knock-on the grounding.
Yeah, we will check the grounding, Thomas.
Check if it's actually a legal tackle. And Chandler, Cunningham South, sets it back now. Jennings has to gather that one up. Holding on to him is Willemse.
Advantage, tackle without ball.
And
5 blue.
Cunningham South tackled without the ball by Marvin Ori, so penalty again to London Irish. Quickly taken, not kicking it to touch. Stormers back 10. Will Joseph, oh, Will Joseph is through. Will Joseph gets over for London Irish. They do have that second try now. Time is against them, but with a conversion, they'd be within 2 converted scores.
And you wouldn't put it against London Irish coming back and scoring here. Really great play by Ben White there, showing a little bit of lack of faith in the line-out. Ruiz has had a tough time. He's come on, he's missed his first throw. Ben White taking the opportunity to just keep the ball alive. And this is when London Irish have actually looked at their best, when the ball has been up off the ground, in hands, you know, quick rucks.
It's taken down nicely by Ori. And here comes the maul. It is moving towards that line. How can London Irish defend this? Try score, try number 4 for the Stormers, right at the death in Cape Town. They have their bonus point.
Calm down.
London Irish, when they chose to compete in that line-out, made it very difficult to defend that maul. If you don't win that ball in the air, it's very difficult, because you've got 3 men out of the game effectively, and you've got 8 against you.
Well, 5 minutes ago we were heading for a grandstand finish with London Irish coming right back into it and threatening to perhaps win this match, but it's all turned around with that second try for Will Joseph being chalked off, and you could see that one coming, and Pocomella gets over at the heart of that maul. And Lubbock does what he has done so many times before, a beautiful strike to make it Stormers 34, London Irish 40. Nothing for the exiles from their trip to the Southern Hemisphere just before Christmas. Great performance from Daiwani and so many others within the Stormers side, but they eventually get their bonus point. London Irish threatened to come back into it at the very end. Some better stuff in the second half, but the Stormers take it 34-14, and they move on with some hope now of qualifying in the Champions Cup.